What's good with you guys? It's Marcy Soul. Hey bro, I feel called to make a video. Today's video, I'm gonna call it just key tips, key things that I think you guys should know. Number one, prioritize your peace. Prioritize yourself. I feel like right now I could be stressing, bro. You know, I got bills due, I got rent to be paid. You know, I got all these things stacking up, bro. But instead of stressing, I'm coming back to myself and I'm finding peace. Because I know if I find peace, I can find solutions. And with solutions, we won't have any problems. You get where my mindset is at? A lot of people get mad, bro. They think that stress is like survival mode. It's like the only way to handle and navigate through a tough situation. But I'm here to tell you guys, that's false. You do not have to go into survival mode in order to thrive, in order to get the bag, in order to get your way out of a situation. No. Because really think about it, bro. What energy, what frequency are you vibrating at in survival mode? Well, let's break it down, my nigga. In survival mode, what are you thinking, bro? You're thinking, I don't have enough, therefore I have to go out and get. Therefore, the frequency you're putting out is fucking lack. And guess what? You wonder why all these things keep stacking up on top of each other. You wonder why you can't get anywhere. You wonder why you're stuck in stagnation. You know why, bro? Because you're stuck in survival mode. When you find peace and when you come back to yourself, you're able to think straight. For now on, bro, I want you guys to adopt this mindset, bro. This is the mindset that I've adopted, bro. And this is why I've been able to come up with the business alchemy and the business science and all these creative ideas and new ways, all right? And within a few weeks, I'm going to be providing results. It's all about patience. Time doesn't exist, okay? I want you guys to get that out of your head, all right? Time does not exist. 2 months went by just like that. The whole year went by in a blink of an eye. Time does not exist. It is an illusion, okay? I want you to convince yourself of this. Time is an illusion. Okay, cool. Next, I want you to ground. I want you to find stillness, okay? Why is this important, bro? Let's say you got into a heated discussion, my nigga, bro, right? Why the fuck do you think you come up with valid points after the argument, my nigga? Do you know why? Because you're calmed down and you can actually dissect the situation, you feel me? And you could be like, damn, I should have said this or I should have said that. You know why? Because you're in a calmer state. So, put yourself in that position, but vice versa, my nigga. Let's say you needed money. Think of ways to get the money. If you're sitting here stressing about it, if you're sitting here like, oh, I don't have it, oh, I need it, oh, it controls me, oh, da 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 da, my nigga. Instead, what you should say is, instead, you should just come to a calm place and start brainstorming, my nigga. What the fuck did I do? I got on a whiteboard, I calmed down, I got on a whiteboard, and I said, okay, cool. First, allow yourself to feel, bro. Allow yourself to feel. That's where a lot of people get it twisted too. A lot of people think, oh, push the feelings aside. Nah, bro, you're not doing anything but running from the problem. Allow yourself to feel it, yeah, but at the same time, don't be consumed and don't be absorbed by the feeling, all right? Me, I give myself a specific amount of time, bro. I be like, all right, cool. I'm finna just fill this out for like a day, my nigga. After today, bro, maybe even less of that. Maybe like half a day, bro. Depending on the severity of it. You feel me? And then after that, I'm gonna be like, cool. I'm finna move on now. Because you can't allow that energy to take up that space. You feel me? But at the same time, you have to do right by yourself and allow yourself to feel it. Cool. Once you felt it, come to a still place and then start brainstorming, my nigga. You feel me? Start thinking of ways. All right, cool. Let's say you needed $1,000. All right, cool. What do you need the $1,000 for? You need $1,000 to put a down payment on a car. Okay, cool. How are you going to get the $1,000? Let's say you work a 9 to 5, and that 9 to 5 every 2 weeks you get $800. All right, cool. You know that you have bills and shit to pay, you have food and shit to get, so you're gonna have to break your money down. So this is where stillness is important. All right, this is where don't panic, because if you start panicking, bro, and you're like, oh shit, but I gotta pay rent, oh, what's it called, my car note due, oh, I got all this shit coming up. Okay, cool. Now you're not thinking, now you're panicking. Come back to stillness, my nigga. Look, break it down. Use this specific amount of money for these specific things. What do you have left over? It's really just breaking it down into a way that you can understand it. It's really all it is, bro. I'm literally telling you, bro. All it is just basic problem solving. And where did you learn that shit? In a fucking school, bro. You learn that shit as a fucking kindergartner, bro. Real shit. You learn how to problem solve as a kindergartner, bro. As a jet. So I literally learned this shit when y'all were kids. Look, you can't operate off of survival mode. Survival mode doesn't do anything but tell the world and your nervous system, panic because we don't have shit. You need to operate in a frequency and a vibration of abundance. All right, and how can you get there, bro? Just focus on you, my nigga. Real shit. Forget about the drama, bro. Forget about the situations. Just focus on you, bro. Because majority of the times, it ain't even a problem for real. It ain't even a problem for real. It's something in you. Like, let me put it like this, bro. Let me put it like money. Let's say your mindset around money is lack. You don't feel like you have enough money. All right, cool. It's probably not even that you don't have enough money. It's probably that you feel insecure inside because you feel like you can't produce, you can't give to people if you don't have money. You feel me? It be little shit like that. So if you break it down, like, all right, cool. Why I feel like I can't be the best version of myself and give what I want to give if I don't have any money? Well, do I have other qualities? Is money the only thing that I have to offer? Dude, what does that say about me? Shoot, maybe I need to do some reflecting. Maybe I need to go find out what skills and potentials I have. Maybe I need to start saying more positive things to myself. I have all these... Bro, it's all mindset, bro. I'm telling you, Kai. Because if you had the mindset for it, you would have the solution for it. All right? It's all perspective, bro. Put yourself in a new perspective. All right? Instead of putting yourself in a perspective where you don't have, put yourself in a perspective where you do have. All right? From that, if you do have, how did you get it? Because if you had it, you could get it. You feel me? There's nothing in this world that you don't have. There's a version of you that has it. So put yourself in that perspective. How can I get it? If I already had it, what would I do to achieve it again? You feel me? And a lot of the times, bro, think outside the box too. Don't just think in one area. Don't just think on one spectrum. Don't just think on one spectrum. You feel me? Open your mind. Expand your horizon. Open your mind and expand your horizon. Really look at the other options. Really look at the other solutions, the other alternatives. Because I promise you, there's always a way. You feel me? I thought I was going to be fucking homeless, caught on the street. Spare change in a fucking cup, my nigga. Real shit. Just having to thug this shit out. No whip, no V, no home, nothing. Just having to thug it out, bro. Real shit. I deadass said I was going to have to thug this shit out. Look where I'm at now. Twin, I wouldn't have gotten here, right? If I didn't start thinking straight, though. Because I had to think straight. I said, okay, cool. Maybe there's another way, all right? I had to use all my resources. You feel me? But yeah, stop operating in survivor mode, okay? The frequency that you put out is very important, bro. Put out abundance and love. And how can you get that? When nobody can feel abundant, nobody can give you abundance and love but yourself, my nigga. Real shit. That's like saying your source of happiness come from other people, bro. What the fuck? When them people are said and gone, then what? Where your happiness coming from now, nigga? Bro, real shit. Where is your happiness coming from now? Everything is internal. As long as you understand that, cool. Everything is easier, bruh. Real shit. Everything is easier once you understand that everything is internal.